Yesterday we talked about the ultra-divisive film Furiosa, and today I figured why not follow that up with talking about something that's probably going to be even more divisive, and that is the new Fallout show. I've been a lifelong, I don't know about lifelong, but a very long time Fallout fan. One of my favorite video game series. Yes, I've even played the old school PC games, and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, you know, the RTS Fallout game, is a hidden gem if you've never gotten the chance to play it. But that being said, we all know how things go in the modern day. 2023, you got a lot of division, a lot of identity politics, a lot of things in TV shows and movies that ought not be in them. But other than that, there's also just the reputation for video game series and movies being trash. And I don't know, I feel like we're on the upswing when it comes to that sort of thing. When it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario, Warcraft, Detective Pikachu, even something like Gran Turismo. So maybe there's a chance this Fallout series will be good. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and we're going to go through the Fallout trailer. We're going to do a bit of a reaction to it. Now, I have already seen it, but I only saw it at a passing glance. I want to really go over it in depth with you guys, see what I see, and maybe talk about some of the good, the bad, and the ugly, because there is a pretty mixed bag here. It is pretty good, bad, and ugly. Before we get into the trailer, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers. We need less than 99 to go. Hit the button, and let's talk about the new Fallout trailer. Let's go. So, out the gate, we're going to be doing a lot of pausing, guys. This is a trailer breakdown, it's a reaction, and again, I just want to talk about Fallout. I love the vault suits. The vault suits look great. I mean, let's be fair, they're not exactly difficult to do. You go to any sort of nerd sci-fi convention, you're going to see people in vault dweller outfits. But that being said, it's little attention to detail like that I do enjoy. When it comes to attention to detail, the yellow handrails inside the vault, that's straight up out of Fallout 4. It looks like a lot of this show's aesthetics are going to be based on Fallout 4, which I'm okay with. I know a lot of people have got mixed opinions on Fallout 4, but in terms of the overall Fallout aesthetic, I think it's the one that would translate the best to screen. So all in all, yeah, so far, good design.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Stop! Lucy!
So already we've got a little bit of a difference from the traditional Fallout in that we've got the vault dwellers seeming happy. I mean, I know that happens now and again, but anyone that knows your Fallout history, the vaults are often, I don't want to spoil it in case you're new to Fallout and this will be your first time experiencing it, but vaults aren't exactly what they seem. Also, we got a female main character, so does that mean the movie or show is going to be woke? Absolutely not. It does not mean it now. Yeah, there's a chance it could be, don't get me wrong. Absolutely a chance it could be. But just because it stars a woman, like I said in my Furiosa talk yesterday, doesn't mean it's going to be inherently woke. So is she going to struggle? Is she going to learn? Is she going to go through an emotional character arc? Is she going to find out that, you know, she has to actually go on a hero's journey of sorts? If she has to do all of that, it's not going to be woke. Just a well-done female character. If she's already the bestest ever and goes to teach everyone on the outside how better she is than everyone else and what life could be like if they just follow her intrinsic wisdom, things like that, okay, yeah, it's going to be woke. If she doesn't have to struggle, if she outgirl bosses all male characters, it could go either way. Just don't jump to, hey, we're going to hate this because female character. In Fallout, you create your character. You can create a male or a female character. I think it's fine. It's not like it's breaking any canon. Plus, this is an all-original story, so.
You need to go home.
Alright, so we're getting a good look at good visuals of all the destruction and damage in a post-nuclear Fallout world. So far, I will say, and I've seen this comment, actually, I think the Gourd King posted this under my Twitter share. I think I agree with him. It doesn't quite look gritty enough. Things look destroyed, and that's good. Like, we're seeing ruins, and we're seeing, you know, the remains of the pre-war world. But it looks kind of shiny and clean. It doesn't really look dirty and grimy like in Fallout 3 or 4.
Vault dwellers are an endangered species.
You got a rad roach. That's pretty cool to see a rad roach. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the CGI. Again, it's just a trailer, but it's nice. They're already throwing in homages to the real creatures you would see in Fallout.
I do not think you would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here.
See, we're getting large and vast expanses. I've noticed that in this trailer and when I saw it earlier. Large swaths of places that just have no buildings, nothing. I'm curious where this takes place. Maybe they've announced it, I'm not sure. But in Fallout, there isn't a lot of that. There's a lot of, suburban and urban areas that are just destroyed. Now, yes, you've got your very rural areas as well, but even in your rural areas, it's never just flat ground, unless maybe you're playing New Vegas. And maybe this is based off New Vegas, I'm not sure, but I would like to see more, decrepit foliage or something that's interesting to look at. But then again, this seems like it's a lake. As soon as she's walking by a ship, so maybe this was a lake bed at one point, and that's, this is the sunken remains of a ship. Maybe it won't all look like this. I noticed there seemed to be a lot of very big open spaces with not a lot visually interesting except some decrepit buildings, and I hope they do more visually than just that.
If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Dog meat, baby! See, now that's a red flag for me, the studio behind The Boys, because let me tell you, The Boys sucks. I know. I'm gonna lose a lot of you, but as somebody who that's their favorite comic book series of all time, The Boys is my favorite comics of all time, trust me, the show butchers it, read the comics instead. Oh, that vertibird though, that vertibird looks pretty damn good, ain't gonna lie. It's woke, can't watch it, black character, it's woke. No, I'm joking. Who cares? Yes, the Brotherhood of Steel, they're looking real good. We've also, look at that. That power armor is if nothing else, they got the visuals down, and I can appreciate that. This is not like, old school House of the Dead or Dead or Alive or any of the late 90s, early to mid 2000s video game adaptations, even as recently as Assassin's Creed. They clearly care about at least the visual aesthetics of Fallout, because this looks fantastic, and I gotta tip my hat to the art design and whoever was putting in the work to make it look like Fallout. Now again, a lot of people have been saying they're worried about the story because the individual's writing it, because it's got some writers who are known for some pretty not good material in the past, and my thought process is that doesn't mean this is going to be bad or that this is going to be woke. I mean, look, Francis Ford Coppola, everyone knows him for The Godfather, one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, he also made Jack with Robin Williams, one of the worst movies ever. Good writers can produce bad stuff, bad writers can produce good things. It's Hollywood, you've got a bunch of people in a room together. I'm not going to base my thoughts on this show just on who's on writing staff. There's so much more to the show than who's on writing staff, and this is a perfect example of it. Look at this power armor. This is gorgeous looking.
Tomorrow, so they say.
Now, Hand, on the other hand, that was real fake. Real fake. Oh, look here. We got the greatest xenophobes in gaming just walking in a line, not looking behind at the explosion. Xenophobes rise up.
It will be a lovely day.
Alright. I had an issue with this when I saw this. Fat guy. Look. We don't need no fat people in Fallout. The whole point is that this is a nuclear wasteland, and yes, even in the vaults, we shouldn't be having fatties, because the vaults have limited resources. Everyone should be in the vault, maybe more well-fed than somebody who is above in the wasteland, but we should not be having fat vault dwellers unless they're going to make a point to ridicule him for the fact that he has been stealing or hoarding precious resources within the vault. So, I don't even know if this character is going to be a big deal, but it bothers me that we're seeing a tub of lard as a vault dweller, because that goes against the idea of survival and longevity and making the most of your very valuable but limited resources.
A bright new.
Alright, so we're seeing what seems to be a vault riot, so maybe we are going to get some more history of how things in the vault actually work. Also, I love the choice of music here. They're using lore-accurate Fallout music, so, that would have been around in the 40s, 50s, like, yeah, that's good. But yeah, it seems like we've got some sort of rage virus type thing going on that's making people in the vault go crazy. I like that.
Sun will suddenly break through.
Here is a pretty famous shot in terms of what we saw when the screenshots leaked. We see this destroyed airplane, these oil refineries. Again, a lot of rusted metal. I like the look, I really do. I still wish there's more grit to it, but I love this look. Again, just capturing the essence of Fallout. The story could be complete crap, I will still at least give it more credit than a lot of other modern shows, because it shows that they went out of their way to nail this look, give the fans what they want, at least on a visual perspective. Now, does that mean the writing's going to take a hit because they think, they'll just shut up and watch whatever as long as it looks like Fallout? Yeah, maybe. That's absolutely a concern. We really probably should be worrying about the writing for this show, but I still got to give credit where it's deserved.
But I don't want.
Oh, this one bothers me. It bothers me a lot. Just because he doesn't have a nose doesn't make him a ghoul. Homeboy is way too handsome to be a ghoul. Like, remember Hancock in Fallout 4? Hancock was cool. He had that suave personality. You loved being around him. He's one of the best companions in the game. But my God, is he hard to look at. He is one ugly sumbitch. Just taking away someone's nose and giving a little bit of scar tissue, that's not good enough. Like, this ghoul, I'm sure the character's probably going to be cool. I like what I see him in the trailer. But bruh, I'm going to need my ghouls to look more like something befitting of the word ghoul.
Want to see tomorrow unless I see it
However, this scene from the trailer, this is super cool. Not even going to lie.
with you.
Oh!
I grabbed him.
Alright, so here we see Chris Parnell as a Cyclops, and he's making a little joke like, I grab one with mold in it, whatever. Now, I'm gonna be real, I don't remember humans mutating into anything like this. Now, I could be wrong, could be just off on my Fallout lore. I don't remember this being a common thing where you've got mutated humans looking like Leela from Futurama, but if that's the thing, whatever. I'm not tripping on that. Like, if that's the one thing, they changed a couple lore things, I'm not tripping. What I am tripping on is the joke here. This very Marvel-esque humor. Takes a sip, got one with mold in it. Fallout has humor. Don't get me wrong, Fallout actually has great humor, but it's very dark humor. It's cynical humor, not Marvel humor. Now, thankfully, look, that's the first bit, the first hint of jokes like that we get in this trailer, and we're almost 2 minutes in, so I don't think it's going to be like Marvel, just joke, and I can appreciate this. I hope that's not the case. I hope they cut back on it. Jokes now and again, I'm all for it. Fallout has always had a very dark, cynical sense of humor, but there is humor there. Keep that sense of humor is all I'm asking, and none of this Marvel crap.
Moldy one.
That turret looks perfect. And we got a Mr. Handy. Maybe it was Mr. Cuts the other way. Oh, a Ugolai, or however you say it. I'm not familiar with this creature. Woman just had her... is that a fork in her eye? Hold on. I think that's a fork in her eye. Oh, it's a spoon! Holy... That is awesome! Wow! Oh, look at that. If you'll notice this right here, this is the exact, what's it called, billboard was in Fallout 4, and I believe that mobile game, Fallout Shelter, so that's cool. It's probably in some other ones as well, but off the dome, those are the ones that that makes me think of. And that was the Fallout trailer. What do you guys think? I'm actually pretty interested in this. Like, again, I'm not saying it's not going to be awful. I truly don't know. But at least from a visual perspective, at least in terms of seeming like it knows what fans want, I'm pretty interested. We got a few action scenes. We got some great aesthetics. Fallout is a very rich and expansive world rife for exploration. Todd Howard, I believe, has stated that this TV show will be canon, so... that's gonna be for better or for worse, but all in all, as long as they don't go in preaching some sort of insane social message and use this fantastic franchise, this rich history of Fallout lore as a way to give political and social agenda messaging, then I think we're gonna be in good hands. This doesn't have to be the greatest TV show ever. It doesn't have to be the most well-written TV show ever. It just has to follow what Fallout fans would expect from the lore, from the games, from the source material, and not preach to you and not get all social with you. Fallout actually does have a lot of social connotations to it. There's a lot of moral ambiguity and social and even financial in terms of like economics. There's a lot of that in Fallout, but it's always subtle and under the surface. I remember General Vague and I were talking about this just yesterday, I believe, and that we are not opposed to that sort of thing being in Fallout. It's if it's overt and in your face. For example, Fallout never explicitly says capitalism bad. If the TV show comes out and says capitalism bad, yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a problem, because you can critique capitalism, you can talk about maybe how, certain things here or there do work, don't work, but never actually say capitalism bad, which a lot of projects have been doing lately, because Fallout has always had allusions to how the world does work, how it could work, how different systems work, and as long as you're doing that in a way that is true to the source material and not preachy, man, I'm a-okay with it. Again, I know it's getting a lot of flack for the individuals who are writing it, but I think there's still a chance here. Amazon has given us some pretty mixed bag stuff. They can give us just absolute atrocious dog water like Rings of Power, or they can give us things like the Terminal List. It really is interesting that Amazon's doing this, but man, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at BoltTheWord. And please do subscribe. I am a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day, usually through a political lens, but really there wasn't a whole lot political this. This was just a trailer reaction, but if you want to get political, I got plenty of other videos in the backlog that you can check out, including my one on Furiosa from yesterday. But please do hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and we are like 99 away or something to that effect. Hit the button and let's get there. We got 30 days left to do it, and you can find me on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon. It's all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.